Hey there everybody, it's Adam here, doing the Champions Reel. This is all strictly business all the time because they sent in a bunch of ridiculous highlights. Starting with this one from Pi against put it on the pad here. He gets two long lunges and manages to put it in. Real good one. This is the beginning of a very, very long game for put it on the pad, as you'll see coming up. This is Shadow, same game, next score. Goes, put it on the pad, goes up for a big launch. He gets the, I guess the Shadow almost in the air sort of thing. Goes up, gets a whole bunch of stiff arms, gets in, 2-0, and now we're back to 2-1. Shadow again, working in on the side, and he goes in and gets the stiff arm and runs in, but if you look at it real close, see there's two guys here, and they both lunge him, and they both die from this stiff arm, and so we're going to see exactly how that happened here. So here he goes, he comes in, here's 1 and 2, they're coming up, and one slides off him, RTDS, but still sword betrays number 2, and then gets punched and goes in. Some kind of luck, and I guess you gotta be good to be lucky. Whatever, it works for them, whatever. They won the championship. Here's Pi, later in the same game, they're up 5-1 now, steals the bomb, gets the launch, turns around, drops it sideways, comes back from behind. The other guy flowers is over their team as Pi cleans up the bottom, puts it in. One of the most beautiful plays I've ever seen in a highlight. It's unbelievable. Next up, we have Super Status. I believe in his only one in this, but he gets a shadow of sorts all the way across from the right side of the court to the left side. Gets a big lunge, sneaks past the defenders, and gets in to finish the game 7-2. But that's not the end of the pain for Put It On The Pad. Here they are again in a different game, down 2-1 already when they knock Flowers seemingly into the corner, but no, he rides the wall up and out like some kind of weird chutes and ladders thing. And then manages to get close enough to the goal so that when he dies, his teammates can pick up the ball and put it in. Real impressive score. Next up, we have Strictly Business versus Crayola Magic this time. Shadow gets stiff-armed by Frosthawk, but then respawns and gets him just before he scores for the stop. Just does that all on his own. Pretty impressive. Different game now. We are up against +1 beer in the playoffs, and Flowers jumps and does. I can't even imagine how awesome this would be. He does a 360 in the air and then punches randomly behind him and gets the guy, jumps off his teammate's head, and then lands on the arm point. That's probably the most clutch, most impressive stiff arm I've seen in my life. Well, in the year and a half or so Grifball's been out. Next up, we have Sketchin, who I'm pretty sure I've never figured out his name properly. But he jumps in, gets launched by his teammates, and then gets a big lunge back in. On its own, it doesn't seem that impressive until you look at it from the side here, so we're going to do that. He starts all the way over there, follows this path, gets the lunge, and then lands all the way. He almost goes half the court just by jumping and getting launched to him. It's a real impressive stop and score. And of course, we couldn't finish the reel without having Flowers do a Flowers. One of his more impressive ones. He stops the Flowers against him, and then manages to put one back in. And yeah, well, a whole bunch of that whole reel, that's why they won the league. It wasn't because SI was bad or anything like that. Trust me, it wasn't because of that. They're pretty good. But Strictly Business was better, evidently. That's all I got.